In this video, we're going to be using Shannon Soap's The Scarlet Zone and the Leaf Razor. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your CDB, and thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And today, we have a head shave for you. I haven't been doing a lot of these, and I've been asked, so I'm like, let's do a head shave today. And I'm going to be using, as I mentioned before, this is Shannon's The Scarlet Zone, and this was for timeless razors. Now, this is a head shave, so I'm not going to give you all the details of the soap, the cost, the notes, the ingredients. We're just shaving to have fun, but I will say I like the scent of this soap. It's sort of got, to my nose, an aquatic vibe to it. Very good quality, very good lather. You know you're in safe hands with Shannon's, and I'm looking forward to using the Scarlet Zone today. The razor for today's head shave will be the Leaf Razor, which is the razor I use the most for head shaving. And as you know, Leaf is a sponsor of this channel. If you'd like to get 5% off your order with Leaf, use discount code IAMCDB and save yourself some money. If you're going to buy something from Leaf, I have used this razor a ton over the years, and it uses half double-edged razor blades, and I've got them loaded up there, and we are ready to go. Let's start by just misting the dome here, and we're just applying some moisture. Is all we're doing here. There's no special elixirs or anything like that. The brush for today is the PAA Atomic Rocket brush, and we're going to mix up our lather here because it's been sitting for a moment. I hope you're all having a great day. This smells really nice. Scent strength about medium. I've got it lathered here in our HC&C bowl, and it is nice and creamy, as you can see there. And that's always the case with Shannon's. I find that Shannon's is one of those soaps that the degree of difficulty for getting a very creamy lather is low, meaning it's easy to get a nice creamy lather with Shannon's. Arguably, maybe the easiest, or it is for me, I'll tell you that. Shannon's, A&E, there's plenty of other brands I could throw in there, Sterling, PAA. I mean, I could go on and on and on, but I think Shannon's excels in its ability to make a creamy lather very, very, very easily, without the soap costing $5-6 bucks an ounce. I don't know what this particular one cost at Timeless. It might be a little more because it's sort of a collaboration soap. I do not know. But generally, the Shannon's offerings are reasonably priced. And as you can see there, there's nice creamy goodness in this lather, and that is good enough. We could sit here and lather all day long because it's fun, but we won't. We could, but we won't. Let's put our brush in there, and let's warm up our blade a little bit with some water and get going. Again, I hope you're all having a great day. Let me know below. If you're a head shaver, sound off below. Let me know. Let me know if you've tried the Leaf as well. I know there's a lot of people who use the Leaf for head shaving. I've heard from a lot of you in the last couple of years. It is my go-to for head shaving. It is a razor. Again, I strongly urge you to be careful because you're using 3 sharp blades there, so some care is required. But if you respect the razor and pay attention, usually it will provide for a good result. But you do have to be careful. Be careful around your ears and just be careful generally. I typically get amazing shaves with the Leaf, as you know. I'm a big advocate of the Leaf and the Twig. Both are very, very good for me. The one I prefer for head shaving is the Leaf, just because I do like a pivot for head shaving. I find that it's quite helpful. You may not want or need it, that is okay, but I kind of like it. Works really well for me. And if something works well for you, then go ahead and use it. I don't care what it is, whether it's a card or a vintage razor, modern razor. I'm shaking off some of the water there so I don't run a bunch of water in my eyes. We don't need it in our eyes. We do need it on the dome to make for a slick shave, but in the eyes is no good whilst shaving. And that feels very nice. By the way, the blades in here I'm using are 3 Astra SP half blades. I'm often asked what blades I'll use in the Leaf. I switch around, but typically, because I have so many, I'll use Astra SP. And they are not the sharpest blade available, but they're nice and smooth, and they do a good job for me in my use case. You might want something a little sharper. That's entirely okay if you do. And how many uses do I get out of blades with the Leaf? Typically, I'll do 2 to 3 head shaves. If it starts feeling tuggy on 2, I'll just stop at 2. So 2 or 3 generally, and generally with DE blades for me, I will use them 3 times for the face. 2 times for the head, a little more surface area you're shaving on the dome. And so I will switch the blades out sooner if it's, if the blade starts feeling not quite as sharp. But again, Astros aren't known for being the sharpest. They're sort of a mid-level blade where that is concerned. Probably the lower end of the pack for a mid-end blade, but it's smooth, and that's one of the reasons that, I've always enjoyed using Astra. It used to be my favorite blade because, you could get 100 of them for sometimes $6, $7, and I thought that was really good value, and it is. But I've come to appreciate blades that are a little bit sharper, at least when face shaving. And so Nasset is sort of my go-to blade for face shaving, but the Astra SP still gets it done. So it's still a good blade for me, and I have a ton of them, and I mean a lot. And so I try to use them quite a bit for shaving, and I won't hesitate to switch them out if need be. Okay, so that was a nice first pass. No problems there to speak of. Let's go ahead and rehydrate. Again, let me know below if you're a head shaver, and also let me know, have you tried the leaf or have you tried this Shannon soap that I'm using today, which is the Scarlet Zone. Again, this one is for a Timeless razor, which is a great company. They make great razors, high-end, very, very good. And I probably should be using a Timeless razor today, but I want to do a head shave and not have to bring all the information in here, the notes, and do all that research. And so when I do a head shave, it's usually just to have fun and just sort of use stuff and shoot the breeze. And so I don't do all the research and take a lather photo and all that stuff that I do for my normal shaves, because honestly, there's only so much time you have. And with all the things I'm trying to do, it's just limited time. So I don't have the time to put in the same level of effort on the head shaves. And it's a way for me to make a video and still enjoy it and not have to do quite as much work to produce the video. Although don't get me wrong, I'm not claiming I'm high production, but I have to do research and put together quite a bit of things for every single shave, and it does take some time. I'm happy to do it, but on these, it's just nice to relax and just sort of shave, And so I'm still able to share it without having to do a whole lot. Excuse me there. All right, let's get into the second pass here. And this soap smells really nice. I do like the scent of it. Now this is the label. I believe I'll pop it up there in the corner for you. It has the state of Ohio on it. And if you're from Ohio, I gotta ask you, because I'm next door to you here in West Virginia. A lot of times I notice, and I will tease Brian and Shannon about this all the time. Like driving Interstate 77 through West Virginia. The Ohio drivers are always in the left lane all the time. And I'm like, why is that? Now, it's not every one of you, but a lot of you. And it makes me wonder why that is. Because I'll notice that more so than any state. And every state, of course, will think that someone else does that too. And we probably do as well. We're probably driving in your state and you're going, those guys are a bunch of you-know-what. So, but let me know if there's some special reason for that. Because it's always been a thing, and I'm not sure why that is. And if you talk to people who drive the turnpike, it's called the turnpike here, Interstate 77, they'll tell you, oh, this guy from Ohio is just in the left lane the whole time. I can't get by because there's a truck on the right or something. And so in West Virginia, there's lots of everything. There's very little flat ground in West Virginia. It's hills, mountains, curves, turns. And so you'll have an Ohio guy in the left lane and then a tractor trailer on the right, and just traffic is backing up. So, but that said, I'm sure they're not alone, and I'm sure we do it a lot too in your state. So I'm not bagging on you, but I would like to know if there's some maybe difference in the law, or I don't know, maybe that's the way people are trained. I'm not sure. So that is an honest question. If you know, let me know below. Is there some, training about staying in the left-hand lane? Because everywhere else, the left lane is sort of the acceleration lane or for passing. Otherwise, you're supposed to be in the right. So I don't know. I'm asking you today. You all tell me. Using this Ohio soap today was a good time to ask that question, because I honestly do not know. And we joke about that all the time. So Keep that in mind. All right. Very nice shave here with the leaf. It's doing its work. And if I do my job, we will end up with an exceptional head shave today. And that's what we're after. We want to be Kojak smooth. You remember Kojak? Telly Savalas from the 70s, 80s? I can't remember. Classic old detective show or police show. That was good times. Kojak. So we're aiming to be Kojak smooth today. We might even get a lollipop like Kojak. I'm dating myself a little bit here because a lot of you might be younger and not even have ever heard of Kojak, but Kojak was known for being pretty cool. And so I am not that, but we will strive to be more like Kojak. Like I said, these head shaves are just about having fun. And so that is what we are intending to do today. I always have to do quite a bit of follow-up strokes in this area of the head. It's one of those areas that's just tough to get. And today I've sort of been all over the place with my strokes, as you can see there, but no worries. We will get it. We will achieve a Kojak-like result, at least I hope. But I do feel some places that I need to work on. I always have some difficult spots that you just got to touch up a little bit. And I'm feeling around, but most of it's pretty good. I think I could do some work right there. Feeling a little bit of stubble that needs dealt with right there. Right here is always a spot that I'm having to go over many, many times because it just doesn't want to come along, honestly. It's just, do you have any spots on your head that are like that? I'm curious. You're a head shaver? Let me know. Are there some spots you got to kind of repeatedly hit? This area right here, this spot and this spot for me are the ones where I really got to sort of hit it from a few different angles. And once I do, it's really nice and really smooth, and I think I'm nice and smooth right now. I think we have achieved a pretty good head shave. If I have to do any touching up, I'll do it off camera, but I don't think so. I will show you what I'm going to use off cam. I'm going to follow this up with Shannon's Silk Pajamas Aftershave, which is very, very nice. I really enjoy that one. And really, I've enjoyed using the Scarlet Zone today. I'll put it there for you. That's available at Timeless Razor. Very great quality, as you would expect from Shannon's. And the leaf, of course, it did what it's supposed to do. Provide for a great shave if you use it the right way. Everything else was exceptional as always. And you, of course, you're exceptional. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way. And as always, God bless.